All right, y'all. And now we are back in. This time we're testing out the S6 Active and the Smooth Q Gimbal. This is the second series of tests right here. So now we're outside by the pool here today, and we're gonna get ready to run through the usual tests with the Smooth Q Gimbal. And once again, since we're outside, we do not have any external audio hooked up. And this is being recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS. And this time, to mix it up a little bit, I am using the ZY Play app. So I have full control over the gimbal and the app. But in order to get some good video, I had to change the app down to simple mode. Okay? So let me know what y'all think of this. We've just been doing some pans here. All right. Now, I also went ahead and turned on stabilization in the device in the S6 Active, as well as stabilization in the ZY Play app. So this should be nice and steady footage. All right. And I also have the gimbal, the Smooth Q Gimbal, set to mode 3, which is handheld mode. So to get these nice smooth pans, all I have to do is tilt my wrist in that direction and go nice and slow. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's how I always look at it. So what y'all think of these pans? Now let's go into some exposure testing. And let me know what y'all think of the stabilization, the audio quality, and the video quality throughout these tests. So we're going to pan down to the deck. And we're going to pan up and out to that tree right there. What y'all think? Now, when we test the exposure, as I said in my other camera test, we're looking for a nice even transition from the darker areas to lighter areas with minimal exposure blowout. And if the cameras do blow out, we want them to recover as fast as possible and as even as possible. So what do y'all think of this? All right. Wow, it's doing a really great job. Especially with all the stabilization turned on, it's like buttery smooth. Alright, but man, this is getting kind of heavy. Alright, so what do y'all think? Let's do it one more time. Boom. Alright, now, to wrap up the rear-facing test, let's do a zoom test here. And the zoom test is one of the biggest tests for stabilization, as well as detail retention, because as you zoom in with these smartphone cameras, it essentially is digitally cropping the image. So after a certain point, you're just going to lose all detail. And when you crop in on the sensors, every noticeable amount of shake, every little bit of shake is that much more present. So let's check this out. Now on the joystick on the Smooth Q Gimbal, we do have a zoom control. So I'm going to slide that up. And you can see it zooms in till I tap it back. So if I slide it down, it will zoom out till I tap it up, right? So we can go in about halfway. Now we're gonna focus on the pool chair here across the way. So let's lock that focus. And we still do have exposure controls with the companion app. So we can really dial in the image as we see fit. So let's dial it in real good. So right about there, that looks perfect. And then we got focus on the chair. And let's zoom in halfway. So let me tap it up and tap it back. That's halfway right there. Now I can do minute zooms just by quick tapping up on the slider. So quick tap up, zooms it in a little bit, as you can see. Okay, a long press down or up zooms it out a lot. So again, long press, it zooms out. That was the long press down. Long press up, it zooms in. Okay? And if I don't tap it back, it will zoom in to the maximum focal length. But now I just want to tap it back so we can get that halfway. So this is halfway. What do y'all think of the stabilization on here? Now, this looks really good. Really good. You could tell I have a gimbal with my device right now. Now let's go in all the way. All right. So this is the maximum zoom range for the Smooth Q Gimbal's companion app. And man, that looks good. And it's still relatively smooth. Oh yes. Now I do see a little bit of jitteriness when I move around, because sometimes the motors can't compensate smoothly enough for my movement. But for the most part, this looks really good. Wow. All right. Okay. All right, so let's zoom back out now. Let me hold the slider down. We're going to zoom all the way out. Back it up all the way. All right, so this pretty much brings to a close the rear-facing camera test in 1080p. Again, for the 1080p samples, we're using the rear and front-facing cameras on the S6 Active. That's a rear-facing 16 megapixel sensor and a front-facing 5 megapixel sensor, okay? And these secondary clips are being recorded in 720p at 30 FPS. Now, we will use external audio when we go indoors and we do the indoor testing. But as long as we're outdoors, we're going to use onboard audio. So please let me know what you think of this video test. And now, let's flip it around to the front-facing camera and do some more tests. So I will be right back. Just hit tap to stop the video. All right, y'all. And now I went ahead and switched to the front-facing 5 megapixel camera on the S6 Active. Once again, this is being recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS. And we are using the ZY Play companion app. Okay, so let me know what y'all think. Now we're starting off this test with some nice stationary footage. So I have the Smooth Q gimbal with my S6 Active in it, mounted on my ADAI extension pole, and then stabilizing everything on the ground, we're using the Mini Manfrotto tripod, okay? Now I do have the ULenZ adapter hooked up, but I don't have the external microphone connected. So we're using just the onboard mics on the S6 Active. So let me know what y'all think of this. And honestly, y'all, this looks pretty good. Now, the cameras themselves are overexposing a little bit in the upper right-hand corner, but this footage right here is pretty usable. And I can still tap, because we're using the companion app, I can still tap and adjust the video in real time. So I could dial it in to where it looks good. That looks really good right there. And then we're good to go. All right, so what do y'all think of this stationary footage? Now, I'm just going to pick everything up, and we're going to give y'all a quick stabilization test, and then we'll wrap this up. So picking it up, pan it around this way. Now, once again, I'm still using the Smooth Q gimbal in mode 3. So that's handheld mode, okay? All right, so what do y'all think of this? We pan this way. Kind of blows out and gets dark. If we pan over here, this actually looks perfect. So what do y'all think of the stabilization? And yet again, we do have both sets of stabilization turned on right now. So we got the stabilization from the companion app, and we have the stabilization for the S6 Active itself. Now, I don't think the stabilization for the S6 Active is actually working because we're not using the stock camera app, but it is what it is because the S6 does have OIS as well, but that's only for the rear-facing 16 megapixel sensor. Anyways, the lighting right here looks good, so I'm gonna put this down right there. All right, now let me know what y'all think of this real quick front-facing test. Now we're gonna run inside here and we're gonna do some daytime low light testing, also in 1080p at 30 FPS. And once we go inside, we are gonna start using external audio. This way y'all get an idea of how this whole rig performs. All right, so give me 1 second and I will be right back. Okay, let's move inside. Let's go. I could just push stop. All right, y'all, and now we are back in. This time we're testing out the rear and front facing cameras on the S6 Active, along with the stabilization of the Smooth Q gimbal and my new production setup. So this is the Smooth Q gimbal, the S6 Active, the ADAI extension pole and the mini Manfrotto tripod, along with the Ulanzi adapter for my tripod. And we are using external audio here today in this inside test. We're using the Comica V30 Lite shotgun style microphone. So let me know what y'all think of this. Now this is being recorded using the front facing 5 megapixel camera on the S6 Active in 1080p at 30 FPS. And we are using the ZY Play app for the S6 Active camera test. So let me know what y'all think of this. Now, for some strange reason, we can only use the ZY Play app for the Smooth T gimbal in simple mode. When we try to record videos in normal mode, it freezes and we only get the audio. So this is being recorded in simple mode in 1080p at 30 FPS, but we still get full control over the gimbal while using this app. So really good stuff there. Okay, so let me know what y'all think. We're starting off with some nice stationary footage here. Okay, now I would have to say this would be perfect if I was gonna do a update video for you guys and gals, or you know, just do a real quick vlog style video. This is actually perfect. This footage through the viewfinder looks great. Now this is daytime low light settings here, so I do have the shades open a little bit, okay? But overall, this looks pretty good. I can't complain. It looks great. So now I'm gonna pick everything up and give y'all a nice stabilization test, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. And I apologize for my squeaky chair if y'all can hear it. So let's pick this up. Oh, and also I have the gimbal in follow mode now. So before I was using it in handheld mode, now I'm using it in follow mode. So as we pan around, let me know what you think. And I also have the stabilization for the ZY Play app enabled. So along with the stabilization that the gimbal provides, this footage should be nice and stable. Let me know what y'all think here. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright, that should do it. Let's put this down because it's kind of heavy. Alright. Okay, real quick daytime low light test here indoors. Let me know what y'all think. Now let's spin the cameras around and let's test out the rear facing 16 megapixel camera in the same lighting scenarios. So I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Let me set that up. See you in a second. Now I can just push stop on the gimbal to stop the video. And now y'all, we are back in. Real quick turnaround here, because when you use the Smooth Q gimbal and the companion app, it's really easy to transition from one mode to the other, or one camera on your device to the other. So real quick transition. Now we're testing out the rear facing 16 megapixel camera on the S6 Active in 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. And we are using mode 1, which is follow mode. We are also still using external audio via the Comica V30 Lite shotgun style microphone. So let me know what y'all think of this video, and let's get on with these tests. So let me pick everything up and we'll pan over to the window here so y'all can see it is indeed still daytime and it's low light, because if I pan over, you can see the other parts of the room are actually really dark, and the only lighting source we have is coming out of the window here. So check that out. I apologize for the mess, y'all. Alright, so just wanted to verify that for y'all. So now let's set this up in a traditional reviewer style approach, at least in my opinion. So let's get this straight on like that. Let me slide this forward a little bit, like right there, and then let's angle it down, and that's perfect. That is perfect right there. So this is, in my opinion, the best angle, because now I can give y'all a real quick feature demo or tutorial. Here's the Bolden 1 right here. Okay. Or I can give y'all a real quick review And y'all see how easy that was to set up and start recording within seconds. So really, really nice. Then we got my Ben Eve phone stand here. Good stuff. And if I need to angle up or angle down, I could do that with the joystick, so that's nice. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I can't complain. Alright, so let's showcase one more device here. So that was the Bold N1. Now let's check out the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. Right here. See if I can get y'all a real nice close-up here. So you can see the textured pattern in the case. Check out the ports. Alright. Check out the pop-up camera there. This looks real good. Now, I do notice that it struggles a little bit with the focusing speeds. The stock camera app, in my opinion, would have had faster focusing speeds, so you can see it pulse using the companion app. But it's still pretty good, and I can still get my close-ups, all that good stuff. And you can see it gives us that nice shallow depth of field when I got an in-tight close-up here. So you got that nice blurred background. Looking good. Alright, so really good stuff. And I gotta tell y'all, this is becoming one of my favorite devices right here. The Y9 Prime 2019. Alright, real quick, rear-facing daytime low-light test with the S6 Active and the Smooth Q gimbal. Let me know what y'all think of this. Alright, now what we're going to do is I'm going to wait till a little bit later on, and we're going to give y'all a nighttime artificial lighting test, testing out the rear and the front-facing cameras yet again. So I will be right back with that test for y'all. See y'all in a second. Alright, how's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And now what I have for everyone is now we're testing out the Smooth Q gimbal yet again. This time we're testing out the front and rear facing cameras on the S6 Active, okay? And this is another test, but this time it is nighttime low light artificial lighting here. And now we're using the front-facing 5-megapixel camera on the S6 Active. This is being recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS, and we are using external audio here. Okay, so we're using the Comica V30 Lite shotgun-style microphone to record all the audio for this front-facing clip here, and we are using the Smooth Q gimbal, the ADAI extension pole, and my mini Manfrotto tripod, along with the Comica microphone, which is facing front. This way I can collect the front facing audio, and this should sound really good. And then for the rear facing audio, with the rear facing clip, we're going to be using the Boya microphone. So I'm not feeling too well, so we're just going to do stationary footage for the low light test. I'm actually getting ready to go to bed in a little bit here, but I figured I needed to wait till the sun goes down so we could finish up this test. So I figured before bed, we might as well just record this. So let me know what y'all think of this footage. What do you think of the stabilization, the overall audio, the overall video quality? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to spin the cameras around, and we're going to test out the rear-facing 16-megapixel camera on the S6 Active in the same lighting conditions. So I will be right back. Alright everybody, so now we are testing out the rear facing cameras on the S6 Active with the Smooth Q gimbal, the ADAI extender pole, and my mini Manfrotto tripod. And we're also using the Ulanzi adapter mount. So I am using external audio right here, okay? In particular, we're using the Boya microphone to record the rear-facing audio, but I do have the Comica microphone mounted as well. So this way I can record really good front-facing audio and or really good rear-facing audio. But this is nighttime, low light, artificial lighting settings here. And let me just show y'all real quick for verification purposes. If I pan over this way, y'all can see it is nighttime. Alright, shades is closed up, but you can see it is nighttime out there. Alright, now I'm going to angle everything up into a traditional reviewer style approach so y'all can see how it does. And I had everything picked up right there, so y'all got a nice little stabilization test there. But now let's angle this up. Alright, and let's pan it down. And let me know what y'all think of this. Let me slide forward a little bit. Alright. And let's pan down some more. And there you go. Now if I wanted to do a review of something or a product demo, this is what it would look like. Alright. And these are my two main daily driver phones right now. This is the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. Alright. And this is the Bold N1 right here. Alright. Okay. So let me know what y'all think of this. Let me know what you think of the overall audio, the video quality, and the stabilization. And you know, now before we wrap this video up, let me go ahead and show y'all some other devices. So if I slide these out the way, y'all can see, got my keyboard and stuff set up. But here's the S7 Active. This bad boy was responsible for all the 720p footage you guys and gals saw. Alright, what do you think? Boom. Alright. Put that down. Next. It's a favorite device of mine. Moto G7 Power. This is like one of my top recommendations for 2019. Good cameras, good display, good software, all around good security, and excellent battery life. I keep one of these on deck. Love this phone. Put this down real quick. And last, but certainly not least, because y'all know I'm an advocate for stock Android, Google Pixel XL, first generation. Now I do have to update this, upgrade this to Pixel 2 XL, because officially, as of October 6th, the original Google Pixel XL reached the end of its update cycle in terms of OS updates and security patches, but Google did a great job on this one. It made it all the way to Android 10, and it made it all the way to the October 6th, 2019 security patch, so really good stuff. But officially, this device gets no more support from Google, but still, it's one of my favorite devices. I'm probably going to keep this in my extended collection. Alright, kind of like my Moto X Pure Edition. Keep that in my extended collection, but this is probably going to go into the extended collection as well. Alright, but I will be upgrading this to a Pixel 2 XL sometime in the future. But yeah, alright, real quick, low light, artificial lighting test, nighttime. Let me know what y'all think of this. Now, this was in 1080p at 30 FPS. Now what I'm going to do is, what y'all getting ready to see is y'all getting ready to see the 4K samples on this. Alright. Now, I do have to apologize because in my full review of the Smooth Q gimbal, I did say you guys and gals were going to see 720p footage from the S7 Active. You're going to see 1080p footage from the S6 Active, and I did say you were going to see 4K footage from the LG V30. But as of that video, I don't have the V30 anymore. I actually got rid of that. But being as a large majority of my devices shooting 4K, G7 power, Google Pixel XL. So I'll tell you what, the 4K samples, I'll go ahead and record that with the Google Pixel XL, primarily because the stock software on the cameras with the Google Pixel XL is really sweet, and it does support external microphone support with the stock app. So all the 4K footage you guys and gals are getting ready to see testing out the Smooth Q gimbal will be with the front and rear facing cameras on the Google Pixel XL first generation. Alright, so that's what y'all getting ready to see right after this. I'll see y'all in a second. Peace.